All right, let's be honest. When you hear investment opportunity, self-storage probably isn't what pops into your head right away.
It doesn't exactly scream excitement, does it?
Not really. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Self-storage, it's a huge industry. We're talking billions with returns that could actually give the stock market a run for its money.
Now that you mention it, I have heard that.
Yeah. So in this deep dive, we're going to unpack why self-storage might just be the hidden gem savvy investors have been overlooking.
I am intrigued.
By the end, you'll not only see those rows of metal doors in a whole new light, but who knows, you might even start scouting locations for your own self-storage empire.
All right, let's get into it.
So we dug into a guide to investing in self-storage, and one of the things that really jumped out at me was this idea that, unlike a lot of investments that are chasing the latest trend, self-storage is really rooted in something much more fundamental.
Oh, absolutely. It's about tapping into the basic needs people have when they're going through major life changes. Those moments when they need a little extra space to, store their stuff.
Exactly. Think about it. Moving, marriage, divorce, downsizing, even something as simple as, going off to college.
Oh, tell me about it. When I moved across the country for college, I had no idea what to do with all my stuff. Self-storage was a lifesaver.
Right. It's like a safety net for all those big transitions life throws at you. And because those transitions are always happening, you've got a built-in demand that's pretty darn stable.
And that stable demand, my friend, translates into steady, reliable income, something any investor can appreciate.
Okay, so let's talk location. This is where things get interesting, because we're not talking about your typical high-end real estate, are we?
Not at all. The name of the game in self-storage is visibility and accessibility. Think busy roads, clear signage, easy in, easy out.
So, not necessarily a swanky downtown address.
You could, but it wouldn't be ideal for every facility. The type of facility you're building matters too. A Class A facility, the kind that caters to a more affluent clientele with climate control and all the bells and whistles, might do really well near those fancy suburbs. But a Class C facility, offering the basics at a lower price point, might thrive in a more industrial area. It all comes down to understanding who your target customer is and what kind of location best suits their needs.
So you've done your homework, you found the perfect spot. How do you actually get into the self-storage game?
Well, you've got a few options, each with its own pros and cons.
Classic investment dilemma.
It really is. So you can build from the ground up. This gives you complete control. You design it exactly how you want it, but it also requires a pretty hefty upfront investment and takes a while to get up and running.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could buy an existing facility. Gets you in the game faster, but you might need to do some renovations to bring it up to modern standards. And then there's the franchising route.
Franchising, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, with franchising, you get a proven system, brand recognition right out the gate, but of course you've got fees and a bit less flexibility.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I have heard about some self-storage franchises that are going beyond just the storage units themselves, offering things like truck rentals, even package acceptance.
Oh yeah, those value-added services can be a real game changer. They make the whole moving and storage experience that much smoother for the customer and can command a premium price.
It's all about understanding what your customer really needs, right?
Exactly. And speaking of needs, security is a big one.
Oh, absolutely. People need to know their belongings are safe.
Couldn't agree more. You need a robust security system, no question. We're talking CCTV, gated access, individual alarms on the units, even on-site personnel. But it goes beyond that. It's about giving people peace of mind. Climate control is crucial for protecting sensitive items. And then you've got the smart features.
Smart features like what?
Think remote access and monitoring. This is becoming increasingly popular, lets owners manage their facilities remotely, and renters can check on their stuff from anywhere.
Wow, so I could literally be on vacation and check the temperature of my storage unit from my phone.
Exactly. And that's just one example of how technology is transforming the self-storage industry. Now you've got sophisticated software handling everything from online bookings and payments to access control and security alerts.
Like self-storage is getting a high-tech makeover.
You got it. And all this tech opens up opportunities for data analysis too. Owners can track usage patterns, optimize pricing, and really fine-tune their marketing strategies.
But even with all this technology, I'm guessing good old-fashioned local marketing still has its place.
You bet. Local newspapers, flyers, partnerships with moving companies, even real estate agents. Remember, it's all about being top of mind in your community when people are facing those life events that drive demand for self-storage. Smart. So let's fast forward a bit. You've built your self-storage empire, everything's humming along nicely. What happens when you're ready to move on to your next venture?
Well, that's where having a clear exit strategy from the start is key.
Makes sense.
You could sell the facility outright, which could lead to a very nice return on your investment, especially if you've built a good reputation and have a loyal customer base. You could expand, open new locations, leverage your experience and the brand you've built, or you could even think about repurposing the property, turning it into something else entirely, maybe a co-working space, a retail center, something that meets the evolving needs of your community.
So self-storage investing, it's not just about those metal doors, is it? It's about understanding market trends, adapting to new technologies, having a vision.
Exactly. It's a market that often flies under the radar, but it offers some really interesting opportunities for stable income and long-term growth. A true hidden gem. All right, listeners, now it's your turn. We want you to take a fresh look at your own neighborhood. What seemingly ordinary spots could actually be prime locations for a thriving self-storage facility? Let us know what you come up with.
I can't wait to hear the ideas.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.